What is going on, boys? We got your two favorite announcers. They call us Booger and Booger, but we don't care. It's your boy Jared and Regan in the booth. Jared, how you doing today, buddy?
Oh, I gotta turn that off.
Yeah, you got to talk. That's
uh,
the words that you got to
I've
do.
got to turn that off. Oh, okay, there we go. No, we're good. We're living the dream, having
Good stuff.
excitement. We're gonna have a sideline analysis from the Cowboys Dolphins game, so that should be exciting when Sean's losing.
Good stuff, man. We got four different games here at Advance. It would have been five if me and Jared had played, but me and Jared were like, you know what? We're going to go ahead and bring you guys some top level content and gain a couple user points. You guys will probably get some user rank points too if you're here because, it's us, and apparently Nick feels bad for people that have to listen to us. But aside from that, there's a
God,
big pick there for I believe that's the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, it looks like an interception there in Cleveland. That was Greedy Williams with the pick. Cleveland can go down the field here and tie it up with 7-14.
I think the key in that game is making sure that Nick can't throw that ball deep. He loves to use that run after catch mechanic that he says is broken, which is not.
Right?
But he's not going to be able to throw it like that against Tasha's defense. Tasha's defense is so fast, so fast.
Well, it took me a while, but I finally realized that the game we were showing for. Oh, wow, that's funny. That's Kylo. So I had Kylo's stream up because I saw the Buccaneers, and I see that they're in the third quarter. I'm like, how are they already in the third quarter when everybody else is barely past the end of the first? So it turns out that is not one of the XCFL games, so we can go ahead and remove that one from the stream.
Hilarious.
I know, dude. This producer, man. I got this producer, this new producer with me. He's an issue, man. He
He's
like
a
he
little
just
slow.
he
It's
is
okay.
he is a little slow for sure. I'm
He's a little slow. It's okay.
not gonna mention off color jokes because we all know what happens when you crack off color jokes. You get a free heart attack in the XCFL, but it's
Hashtag good shit, Tosh.
yeah, that was a good one. He got me there for sure. I was kind of like, because it's one of those things where you're really, really, really hoping he's joking, but there's a chance he's not, and you just became the biggest asshole. And it's like, oh, nice. But, all right. So this should
Whoa.
be, I mean, we've got three good games. We don't have four. We got three XCFL matchups here. We got in Cincy, the battle of Hawkeye and Jace down there. What do you think about
Oh,
those
it's a
two teams,
big
man? I know
run.
you've gotten to play Hawkeye a lot.
But dude, you have to stop his run. You have to stop his run. If you don't stop that, then he'll just put it up in the field. Like he doesn't even have to throw the ball. He's got two good running backs. He'll run all over you. You have to stop the run, even if you have to run commit and give up a big play. Like that's the best way to stop him.
Ooh, big fumble there. And it's picked up by an offensive lineman in the red zone for Cleveland. That's huge. That could have been costly.
Oh, that's yeah, dude. We're all rooting for Tosh in that game. Nobody wants Nick to win. Um, you know, Nick sucks. Nobody likes him.
I mean, I wish I could say the same, but Nick beat my ass bloody whenever we played last time, so I can't really say anything.
Uh,
I mean, he
Damn
absolutely
it,
creamed me, dude. It was bad. It was not a great game.
well, you got another Joe Mixon touchdown over there on the Seahawks game too, man.
Yeah, that's mind blowing to me that
This,
he's still star dev. He hasn't gotten the superstar dev trade upgrade yet in his entire career in Cincy, and he's been used pretty well. Like you said, Hawkeye knows how to run the football. I'm kind of surprised there that he hasn't done something. Ooh, I like this
well,
play
I'm
call
kind of
from
surprised
Tosh.
that
We'll see
he's
if he
not
plays it.
using the rookie more than Mixon. Oh, he's not a rookie. Wilkerson. I'm pretty surprised that he's not using Wilkerson more than he's using Mixon.
I'd agree there personally. It's Wilkerson had a lot of potential coming out a couple years ago, and I think Wilkerson he's been there for a year or two now. but it is surprising that he hasn't been using as what was I know some guys joke that you cheese your rookies, but it was Boone who was on chat that calls it investing in your rookies. So I'm surprised he hasn't invested in Jordan Wilkerson.
Well, let's switch to the Dolphins game here. It looks like that Sean makes a big boy play and just goes ahead and gives it back to Van here. He says that Van can't score on his defense, so he was like, "I'm just gonna give it back to him real quick."
That's a bold
Uh,
move.
we got a sideline report here. Do you have anything to say?
Dwayne Haskins is trash.
So you heard it here first, boys. Dwayne Haskins is trash. He'll be on the block for the next season.
Oof. There's a tough run by Zeke. Runs into about 15 of his offensive linemen before going down after a gain of nothing. All right, here we got
So
let's see. All right, nobody's in the red zone right now, Jared, so we can kind of like, I like that sideline reporter. Can you get any more information from him?
yeah, I can. Can you determine how you just missed all those tackles, please? Bad luck. Bad luck. You heard it here first, boys.
Luck. All right.
Bad luck.
Oh, here it is.
But
One. Yep.
since we
One
don't
miss.
have
Okay.
anything,
Two. Okay. Yep. All right. I love how the number 35 was running in the complete opposite direction of where the runner was. He just was going like with him to the end zone. He was going to escort him this way, friend. Like it's
so
pretty.
what I heard was that he was going to try to high five him in the end zone. That's
Oh,
what
nice.
Sean's plan was in that moment.
Did they
That's what
prep?
I got out of it.
Did they prep like a touchdown dance celebration together?
Yeah, that's what I.
Nice.
But like you said, since we don't have anybody in the red zone here, let's talk about some surprises in the league. And let's start off with Kylo came into this league and is wrecking stuff right now. How do you feel about it?
I mean, the only thing he's really wrecking is Brian's feelings. Aha! All right, I'm done. But he is good. I think he's a smart user. He's coming over from MSR. He's used, he's kind of used to their rules over there, so he's had a little bit of an adjustment period. But past that, he's been a real quality user to have here in the XCFL. I think he brings a lot to the table. He's not only gifted with OBS, but he's also a pretty smart guy and pretty good with an commentary as well. I mean, he had his own podcast, and I loved it. I love listening to it with his video clips of the top rookies. I believe one of your rookies was highlighted, wasn't he?
Yeah, Chris Olsen. He got some good facts right on that. Chris Olsen does drop dots, but there's a lot of games where he does not. Take the chat game, for instance.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. We got a breaking update here. The Cowboys just scored a touchdown on the Dolphins. We're going to break it down to the coach and see.
I will cut off your fucking dick, dude.
Oh,
Nice.
That's an upset coach.
Yeah, that sounds like a very friendly coach. I'm glad we have a lot of kind, loving users here in the XCFL. That's beautiful. Just a picture of beautiful brotherhood. I wish we could have that. Me and my little brother.
So Kylo, Nick vetoed the trade that was going to happen between my brother and him at the beginning of the season, where he was going to give up Devin White for Eckler and Stephon Diggs. And it kind of makes me wonder, like, how much better would Kylo's team be if he had Diggs and Eckler on that offensive side?
Bro, okay, first off, that's got to be the absolute worst trade I've ever heard in my life. And I know there were some brutal offers for Devin White. Like when he posted him on the block, that was when shit got real because freaking Josh, I mean, everybody was in on that thing. Nick even made an offer. Like at the beginning of the season, he hadn't even posted Devin White on the block. Nobody had made an offer. So yeah, that was probably the best offer he got. But no, like mid-season, man, it would have been a wild trade. I don't think he doesn't have the ability. Yeah, like he couldn't trade either too till like week. I don't know. I guess not this year. He'll have to trade at the beginning of next year. But yeah, that was pretty funny. would have been one of those things that if that trade had like gone through, that would have been one I would have absolutely just slammed decline on because it would have been like, are you like? Because how old is Diggs? Isn't Diggs like 29 years old?
No, he was 28. Sean ended up trading him. He was 20. And then Eckler was 27, 28.
Okay. And they both had like abilities and stuff.
Eckler was an X factor, and Diggs was a superstar.
Hmm.
Bro,
I can only imagine how
it
much
looked like
better
a
the
good
Dolphins
trade.
would have been with Devin White, bro. That would have been absolutely a huge get
No,
for them.
dude, you don't have to worry about the Dolphins. They're trash. So you literally wouldn't have to worry about them for an entire Madden season.
I won't lie, Jared. It kind of hurts because I lost to the Dolphins this season. So if they're trash, I can only imagine what I am. Like, sweet Jesus. Oof. And it was a big, oh, that game hurt. I don't want to talk about it. Not again. All
Yeah,
right.
I know. Sean was drunk. I was here.
Sean was drunk. I know. Sean was plastered out of his mind, and I still couldn't even win. It was like, and I was pretty sober that game. Like I was pretty much in my right mind, which is about as good as I'll get. But there's a big sack by Sion Takitaki to force the
Uh,
Niners to punt. That's a big thing with these Niners. You
Also, a
gotta
big
force them.
play in the Bengals game too to get that first down, finding the open receiver right up.
Hold up. Can I shoot myself real
That's a good
quick?
play.
Can I just can I just lose my mind over something? The
Hit me, bro.
49ers punter is wearing the retired jersey number for Joe Montana, the number 16. What in the world is that GM thinking?
Did you see that punt though?
It was a
So
good
that
punt,
makes sense.
but it's
Did
Joe
you see the punt?
Montana. Oh, here's another score for the Cowboys. Man, I'm glad we got other games to watch because that one's not looking good.
Oh, and like that punt from that punter, that switches the field. Toss thought he was going to get the ball around like the 45-yard line and ends up getting it at his 5. But that's a good run to start off the series.
That's fair. That's fair. We got Jordan Wilkerson who scores for the Bengals, putting them at a 3 touchdown advantage over the Hawks at with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Meanwhile, we go to the
So what I've
field.
noticed in the Hawks game is that he only has 3 or maybe 4 down linemen at a time. Bro, you got to send it. You have got to send multiple people. You can't stay back in zone. Hawkeye's going to find the opening. He's a good runner of the football. Like he's going to find the opening. You got to send pressure on him.
Especially on the goal line. It's something that's his first read is always going to be the run. And he's a guy like
Exactly.
he's a guy that once he's out of his rhythm, you have to. Let's see. I think my computer is going to switch over to wired real quick. Should cool. Kind of did that pretty seamlessly. Okay. Well, all right, we're back. Cool. So it did. Yeah, it had to switch over to the wired. I plugged in my computer with the like thingy. So, all right, but yeah, no, that's the thing is you got to get Hawkeye out of his rhythm. If you can force him to pass the football, then he's not going to be able to go to that first read with running. So I mean, when I play him, that's my first thing is to try to stop him from running the football because if he doesn't have that, he can't open up his play action game, and his offense is nowhere near as effective.
Well, I agree. Like that's my first read is to stop the run. I forced Josh Rosen into having 6 picks in our last game. But Chris Olsen returned the favor of having 4 picks of his own. So, it kind of equaled itself out.
Can you ask the coach there for the Miami Dolphins? Can you ask him what Dwayne Haskins' superstar abilities are? Because I see he's a superstar. I'm curious what his superstar ability is.
Yeah, let me go down to this timeline. What would be Dwayne Haskins' superstar abilities? And throw it to the other fucking team. Deadeye and throw it to the other fucking team. That's what we
Nice,
got here.
nice. That's good.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't beat those superstar abilities.
well, I see the Miami Dolphins are trying to make sure it's a nice even one score game, being down 7 because they don't want to have that extra point advantage. They decided to miss that off the upright. Makes sense. Good
Well,
logical coaching. I get that 100%.
yeah, he said that he didn't want to have to come down to a two-point conversion to win the game. He just wants to keep it at an even keel.
Mm.
And then we got Nick over here throwing
Yeah,
to
big
a
score.
wide open receiver. How does that even
Yeah,
happen?
man. I don't even. I was trying to figure that out too. I don't know if Tosh tried to use her the corner out there because he saw the guy coming
How?
around, or I
The
think that's what he
fuck?
saw. He thought the guy was coming out on the bubble, and he just stepped
He
down instead
just
of coming up with
bet.
the guy behind him. Yeah.
So, and that's one of those plays that you just look at and you go, that's a great play call. He made Tosh bite and got that super easy touchdown.
Oh, Tosh said he was the linebacker. He wanted to make sure that we all knew that it was not him that blew the coverage. Thank you, Tosh.
So it was Tosh that blew the coverage. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, exactly. There's another game. Eagle said there's another game on. What other game? Let me go check. Who else is playing? Twitch
So we got the
stream.
Seahawks here moving down on the field right here. I run it. I'm pounding it right up the gut. Oh, they just missed it. I think that was a perfect time to try to run it to the outside or right up the gut on them. 3 down linemen, that was your moment.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add the Jags, uh, Jags Chiefs game up on here. Let's try to find Schweit.
Ooh, Tank Bowl 2020. I like it.
Was it Schweit
Fuck you,
86? I
Donovan.
think that's his thing. I guess we'll
Yeah.
see, won't we?
Ooh, there's a good pass. Finding his rookie receiver, Kincaid. For some reason, he really loves that dude.
It's a pretty cool name, bro. Rocco Kincaid. Like that's fire.
Yeah, he's got everything that you would think that you should have for a dev upgrade. That man has gotten it, but he's still a normal dev, 66 overall.
Oof, that hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, he's had like a 200-yard game. He's had like 4 touchdowns in a game. Like he just hasn't got a dev upgrade. That's unfortunate.
And it looks like to be a pretty good game here in Jacksonville. We got a 10-7 game with Kansas City, and Jacksonville and Kansas City are both kind of in the running for a top playoff pick. They're
Well,
kind of just
Jacksonville
here.
gave up their pick in that trade where you got Aaron Donald. So actually, Boone has Jacksonville's pick.
That's true. They do, yeah, and that's something I regret actually. I might have. It's a tough one, If Grizz kind of loses out and decides to tank, I mean, I might have missed out on a pretty good pick there. And Minshew.
Okay. Again, you're trying to make it seem like you didn't just win that trade. Okay.
I mean, Donald is good, but if that pick is pretty high, I'm not. I think he's worth.
Do you notice a big difference with him?
I notice a pretty big difference. I think he's, yes, he's had at least 2 sacks every game. Yeah, he's definitely a big difference for me. But the only issue is how many years am I going to have him? I mean, I bought the retirement package, so the goal is to keep him around for until he dies. So hopefully he'll stay until he's 34, 35, which would be 1, 2, like 3 more seasons. But
So if he retires, then you didn't necessarily win the trade. You won it for this year. But
oh no, I got effed, dude.
right
If he
now,
retires this year, I'm
right
screwed.
now,
Yeah, no, 100%.
yeah,
Like
it looks like you won the trade, and I made comments about it to bracket specifically, bracket specifically. But if he does retire this year, then it does benefit the other 2 users in that trade. And I think Boone actually made out like a bandit.
he
Now that I
does.
go back and look at it, I thought Boone lost, but he's
Nah.
going to end up with a top 10 pick with his and uh, the Jags.
Exactly. And
So
that's what makes it such a great deal for him. You know, the fact that he gets to pick up basically two firsts. And that was kind of what I did when I constructed the deal. You know, I wanted to make sure it was as fair. Like, obviously, Brackett was going to give up a lot because Brackett wanted to get Hollywood. You know, if you want a top tier player in this league, you got to pay for what you want. So, I mean, and he has noticed a huge difference between Hollywood and what's his name?
Isabella.
Isabella, yeah. Like Isabella, I notice a pretty big difference between him and Hollywood. You know, it's just they're two different players. You got to use them differently. The speed, I think the biggest difference, the speed is probably there, the straight line speed, but the agility is hugely different. I mean, Hollywood could turn on a dime. He could. I mean, he was one of those guys that just he could make those
He's just
ridiculous
always there.
cuts going anywhere and take any play to the house. You know, he's just one of those players. But got a pretty good game here.
So I've noticed that. I've noticed that too. I've noticed that agility matters a lot more than what I thought it did at the beginning of the season. Juju going, it takes out my entire offensive plan for where I had Juju. I had to like change up a whole lot of things because I thought I could just slide somebody in there. But
Hmm.
Juju had like the agility, the speed, the excel,
The route running.
and
Yep.
the route running, and it makes it a totally different offense.
I agree, man. And that's the biggest thing is you got to have at least one star receiver to win in the XCFL. You know, you have to have one guy, one double. Oh, shoot. That's a huge hit by Harrison Smith. And, oh, the linebacker. No way. Oh my gosh. I thought the linebacker was actually
Oh,
going to
he's
get
gonna
up.
fumble it, and it's
Yeah.
gonna get. Is he gonna get the? Oh, he should have got the return off that.
That's
Let's
what I'm
be real.
saying, man. It was wild. It
Nick
was one
got
of
screwed
those.
out of an
Yep.
animation. That
That's what
should
I'm
have been a
saying.
touchdown.
The linebacker just kind of sat there and was like, but he almost got up. Like he was down and then almost got up, but then he got tackled immediately after he got up. So here's Dalton Decker running for his life, getting out of bounds or getting out of the pocket to chunk it out. And there's Dalton Decker. Dalton Decker's been pretty good since he came over here in a trade from Cleveland, ironically. He's really turned into a
So
superstar here in San Francisco.
let's make mention to how much of a difference that uh, Sean White has made in the last 3 seasons. So he took over the Kansas City Chiefs, and we were all like, dude, you should win at least 9 games with that roster. He didn't. He made some trades, got some good draft picks, and now he's on the uprise again. And he's looking to beat Jacksonville here.
Yeah,
Let him
in
get one more
Jacksonville.
good season, and I think that he could like make a good run in that division.
And we'll just have to see because Jacksonville's kind of the same way. Jacksonville's got some good, talented players. It's all about trying to see exactly what they're going to do with those players. That'll be the biggest deal. Oh, there's a huge catch for the Cowboys who have really grown a pretty sizable lead here in Miami with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
I don't think Sean has ran it enough. I think he needs to get his new superstar Houston into the game. He's got 100 yards. He should still keep running it.
Running does help. You know, it sets the pace. There's Leighton Vander Esch somehow playing special teams for this Dallas team. That's where your star players want to play is on special teams, right?
I can't say anything about it. Terrell Edmonds is basically on everything.
Got Baker Mayfield in the pistol formation for the Cleveland Browns, trying to come back from a two-touchdown deficit with about halfway to go through the third quarter. There's a big throw deep and just swatted away by Callaway from the defensive back. In man coverage, that was a really good play there by DJ Reed, the corner. He destroyed
Well,
me when I played Nick.
we got another good play over here in the Seattle Bengals game
Oh,
with
that's a
that
nice
outside
run.
edge rusher coming up and making a big play, tackling his dude for a 4 yard gain instead of it breaking out for at least 15.
Well, Jared, take about 2 seconds and watch that Cincinnati game a little bit longer, and you'll see that he actually breaks a pretty big run on the next play. So it's a little bit of give and take there.
I'm watching. Oh, oh, that's upsetting.
That's
That's upsetting.
upsetting. That's
That's
upsetting.
upsetting.
You just wait
Dude, but
for
I
it.
understand exactly how the Seahawks are feeling right now. That's exactly
Yep.
how I felt. Um, that's a good run by the Miami Dolphins, taking it outside, getting into the edge.
Oh yeah. We got
That's a good run.
so we got two different games in the red zone right now. We got kind of XCFL red zone. Credit to Grizz with the ball and little overlay we got here. XCFL network, XCFL reloaded, all that jazz. Pretty dope. Good, excuse
I'm
me, good
gonna have to
run there
pay a
by
little more
Sean. Yeah,
attention to
Houston,
this
like you
Brown.
said, Houston's going to town there for that Miami team. Maybe they should try to lean more on the run game, don't you think?
So, so Houston is actually pretty dope. Uh, got him as a rookie in like the sixth round with like 93 speed, and Sean has debbed him up to where he's got like jukebox. He's an 80 overall.
Wow.
Like so, Sean's done a really good job getting him up there. Nick would say he's force feeding him. I would not disagree. Sean's kind of a cheese ball,
A cheese ball, yeah.
but
And he likes hunting apparently too, and gigging. Can you, okay, do us a favor and define gigging for us? I mean, I'm from the South, and I have never heard in my life gigging. Just it's just not a thing.
so you got gigging and you got snagging. Gigging, you use fish line and a hook to snag the catfish or whatever. When you go and like actually stick your arm in the hole and wait for a catfish to bite it, now you're snagging.
Damn, that's next level. Because some of those catfish have pretty sharp fins and stuff, right? They got like spines and stuff going
uh,
down them.
they're pretty strong. There's been people that's drowned from it. So
Wow.
it's not the safest maneuver. Would I recommend it to the XCFL? No. I'm not going to say it's the best thing to do.
See,
Is it fun? Absolutely.
I think it's hilarious that somebody would drown from a catfish, that they refuse to let go of the damn catfish. They're like, nope, I'm
Dude,
getting this fucking catfish. I don't care if
it's
it
not
fucking
the fact
kills
that they
me.
refuse to let go. It's not the fact that they refuse to let go. It's the fact that the catfish refuses to let go that you can't get back up over water.
Oh, dang. So it like grabs your hand? Like it bites your hand and like just yanks you down?
No, dude, it bites your forearm.
Oh,
It
jeez.
bites your forearm, your bicep, your tricep, wherever you catch it in its mouth, and then it hooks on, and you can't get back up
Oh
if you're
my
not strong
gosh.
enough.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's why you always see those like big fat dudes doing
More meat to grab
it.
onto, right?
Yeah, that's why you see all those big fat dudes doing it.
All
Oh, we
right.
got another big play here in the red zone, and that's a big stop by Jacksonville right here. You know, Jonathan's not happy about the way that his team is playing. Um,
Yeah, I'm sure he's pretty
oh,
frustrated with
dude.
that. Looking
So
like we're having a
it
little
must
bit
have
of.
glitched out on me. I didn't see. They're kicking off now, so I don't know what happened. But Jonathan's defense, when you look at it, it's pretty scary. It's got like superstar on X Factor on superstar on X Factor on the defensive line. It
Oh,
might be
wow.
one of the most intimidating defenses to actually like go up against.
All right, let's take a look here real quick. Okay. Yeah, it seems like we're getting a little bit of lag there in that Kansas City Jacksonville game. Tried to wanted to try to show it for Grizz. I know Grizz wanted us to show his game. Let's go to the comments real quick. Y'all gonna miss a good game in Atlanta. Well, damn. All right then. All right, box. Looks like we're gonna have to go take a look then. We got. Let's see.
Oh, we can hear on the sidelines that Sean is not happy about the next play that comes up. He is not happy about somebody that misses a wide open pass.
Nice. So are you guys in the same room? Or are you like? Is he downstairs, or what's the setup there?
Oh no, dude, I'm pooping. But I'm done. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You're good to go.
All right.
But
Let's
we like to get a
see.
sideline report here.
Got a good close game there. Close game
What happened?
there. Let me
What do you
see.
know? You don't like it?
I
No, dude, that was some fucking horseshit.
It was some fucking horseshit. Is what we got on that sideline report.
nice.
I don't know what happened, but it was some fucking horseshit. That's what we got.
Good stuff. Very PC. Good. That's exactly what they teach you to do in, um, you know, prep. Basically prepping you for the media. Whenever you go into media prep, and they're like, "All right, guys, just say it was fucking horse shit." That's exactly what the media wants to hear. Really, really good. The coaches will be proud of you. They won't bitch at you at all. It's perfect. All
I'm
right.
gonna start paying a little more attention to this Browns Niners game. All of them. I feel like I have said that.
All right. Somebody. Actually, I'm gonna say hi to the guys here in the chat. See what the dudes are up to. All right, so we see John VBD saying meow. Anybody get that? I never get it when he says meow. Like I just don't get it.
Ah, he just wants people to pay attention to him. I
Oh,
like you, BBD.
is it an
Take
inside
care, boy.
joke? Like I don't know. Micah,
Nah,
Micah
I mean,
Sheep.
yeah.
Isn't Micah Sheep? I think that's Riot. I think Riot just rolled up and was like morning, and it's not here, but still funny. Alex, yeah,
Riot is
yeah,
a
Box.
cocky
We're gonna
fella.
put yeah. All right. So Box's game is now up. The Box versus Chicago Falcons and Chicago Bears. Good game there, 7-7, almost through the second. So we'll go ahead and stream that one as long as we are talking, because you and I got to play our game after this, after these first three end. But I figure we can go ahead and show these guys the one of the
Oh, and
other
Baker
games going on.
Mayfield fumbles on a diving attempt to get the first down. You know he was trying to just slide. That's unfortunate.
Oof.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You know he was just trying to slide forward.
Ooh, that was a questionable pass there by Dwayne Haskins, man. He tried to throw it into like double coverage. It would have taken a perfect throw, and he did not throw it perfectly there.
I don't give a fuck, Regan.
We got sideline reporters. He does not give a fuck.
It's good to hear. Good to hear. All right. Trying to figure out which
Oh, that's a big sack
games.
on the Jacksonville Kansas City game. Here we go. Tosh coming out in the cover four here. It looks like. Let's see what he can do with Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly has got to have slowed down by now, right?
No, he's not bad actually. He's kind of cruising along. Like I think he's 84 speed still. I mean, he's about your average athletic linebacker, but his all his stats are way better than your average athletic linebacker. So he's he's probably about 90 overall, 91. And he's still got the shutdown and zone out and all those cheesy things that he's got, and enforcer, which is ridiculous. Enforcer is just
Yeah,
so
enforcer.
nice this year.
Enforcer might be the dumbest ability in
Yeah,
Madden.
it is, and it's so dumb
I
because you just
can't.
everybody's got it. Like if you're a hard hitting linebacker, everybody's got enforcer. Any safety that's ever existed has enforcer. Like it's just I don't know. You don't see a lot of that. It's just a
Well, and Devin Bush is really not a hard-hitting middle linebacker, but he causes a hell of a lot of fumbles. He's got like 84 hit power,
does he have
but by
enforcer?
God, he causes all the fumbles.
Did he get enforcer because of it or no?
No, he just does have enforcer.
Oh, gotcha. So he has zone out and what else? Oh,
No,
he has under pressure, doesn't he?
he has under pressure, enforcer, and then reinforcement.
Gotcha. So he did get enforcer. Okay, well that's new because somebody said that I think it was Jack said they have to have 90. Oh, that's a huge juke move there. That was a nice little counter play here by Box and the Falcons. He was about an inch away from diving and getting that tackle, that edge rusher, number 50. That reminds me of Alan Egnew last year. You remember Alan Egnew for Tosh's Bears? Every time I see number 50 for the
Yes.
Bears, that's exactly who I think of. It's pretty funny. It's kind of cool how like
Yes.
guys make a
No,
name for themselves, from
Jack
cycle to
is
cycle.
100% wrong. Um, uh, Devin Bush has enforcer and he has like 84 hit power.
Interesting. No, that's good to know, guys. So you can. What was his? Do you remember what his archetype was?
His archetype is field general.
Okay, yeah,
It's
then that would
always
be what
been
it would
field
be.
general. I've never done anything else other than field general.
Nice. Ooh, nice little juke there.
Actually, I can pull it up for you right now to make sure that I'm not BSing it.
Didn't Grizz get a superstar X Factor running back? I thought Naheem Hines went
Yeah,
up
he's
to
got
X Factor.
Naheem Hines.
Maybe he
Yeah, he's
has.
got Naheem Hines.
Well, does he have more than
Oh,
3
okay.
or
So
something?
it's
Why
88
does?
hit power. 88 hit power is what Devin Bush has. My bad. 88.
Gotcha. I mean, but it looks like Naheem Hines has just superstar right now. I don't know why he. Maybe he doesn't have him active because he has. I'm trying to think how many X Factors he has on
No, he
offense.
just has other active. He just has other active X factors.
But he just has. I didn't know he had another X Factor on offense because he has Ertz and he has
DJ Chark.
yeah Chark. Man, it must be a nice problem to have multiple X Factors to where you just have to like choose between one of them. Like, wouldn't that be nice? I mean, I have like maybe one or two on defense and offense, so.
It was nice. It was nice.
And
I can't say a
Mayfield.
whole lot though. Juju going out this season, like it made the season rough for me. But I took a 66 tight end, and now he's the superstar at like 81. I took a 66 overall tight end in the sixth, and now he's an 81 overall superstar. So
Wow.
it just kind of depends on how people. He's gonna get suspended for next game,
Oh,
but it just kind of depends on how you're gonna use the people.
nice.
Oh, that's a good run by Baker. Oh, that's a good dot by Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, that was a nice play there, and it leads to a touchdown here for the Cleveland Browns. They go up 21-28, or they're only down 21-28 with 3 minutes left. They have to stop this 49ers offense in order to have a chance in this one. Now, guys,
I
for
think
the
I think the Chiefs are trying to play it a little too conservative in this game. You gotta like attack. You know he's got superstars and X factors along that defensive line. Like you have to attack his secondary corner. Like attacking Jalen Ramsey's not smart, but you have to attack his secondary corner.
Hey, Jared, just keep your eye on this Jaguars Kansas City game. You're gonna want to see it. Just keep watching. You just don't. I'll kind of announce everything else. You just tell me when you see it. And here's a huge run for for Pollard, the 49er. Oh, a nice spin. Oh God, he gets ended. What a hit! Now that was a nice play. It looks like Denzel Ward just trying to take it back. That's
And that's
impressive.
exactly why you don't play conservative in this league. You can't play conservative in this league with any kind of lead.
Yep, you saw
That's
it in the
exactly
Jacksonville
why.
game. Yeah, that hurts, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
hurt. That
exact.
hurts.
And then Pollard, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that hit? Look at this. He spun right into
Yeah.
Luke Kuechly. You want to talk about Luke Kuechly? There he is, making a huge play there, giving Tosh a chance with
Oh
3
no,
minutes to
I
go.
just seen that. Oh, It just came up. Like I seen him break like 9 tackles, and
Yep.
then all of a
And then
sudden
he just
he's
decided, yep, he just decided to
oh
run. He spun directly into Luke Kuechly, and Luke Kuechly just destroyed the man. Mayfield getting out of the pocket using his perfect accuracy. He cannot be intercepted when he's outside of the pocket with his X factor. He's got the unstoppable X factor. So it says can't
well,
be
that escape artist. Uh,
exactly.
Tosh uses it just as well as anybody else. Like
He
you and
does.
Tosh use it just as well as anybody else. Like getting out of the pocket, making sure you don't take the sacks, and being able to throw the football. That's huge in this game right now.
It is
Huge,
because with the crazy
especially
pass
since the
rush.
pass rush
Yep,
gets
exactly. Because that's the thing is what
pass
Boone
rush gets you so fast.
And that's the thing, like Boone talks about, with the pressure and stuff, it's like, dude, there's pressure on every play. Just look around and somebody will be open. Like if you go through 4 seconds, like 1, 2, 3, look down and somebody's gonna be running at your face, then you go. It's a pretty simple thing, it's a pretty because the pressure is gonna be so consistent, somebody's getting loose on almost every play. So if you have X like the escape, oh geez, what kind of throw is that? But Pat Mahomes trying to gunsling his way out of this, man. That's a terrible situation to be put in, man. Your secondary, your special teams kind of just gives up on you. Lets the field goal block go through. Jacksonville takes it back. Big win for Jacksonville
That
if they can hold on.
that's from being too conservative though. Like he tried to run the ball 3 straight times. Like that's from being too conservative. You got to go for the win. If you want wins in the XCFL, you have to go for the win.
Yeah, I think Sean should go for
Especially
the
if you're
win too,
playing
man.
Jonathan. Like you're playing Jonathan right here. Like it doesn't matter if he's trying to win or not. That defensive line is going to get
So guys, we got a pretty good game here in in San Francisco. We got Tosh going up against Nick. For those who don't know, this is kind of an XCFL throwback game. Tosh and Nick were the Bears and the Packers, respectively, last cycle. So they went up against each other in the same division a lot. These two know each other pretty well from that. So it's interesting to watch two guys that know each other pretty well and are able to go up against each other, except in a different game with totally different teams. And they're in different conferences this year, so you don't get to see it a lot. It's really a gem, and it's been a great matchup. 21-28. Cleveland's driving, 2nd and 4. Baker's looking to pass. And I believe that's the only game really that's in doubt, unless the Miami Dolphins can come up with a miracle here. Is the coach pretty upset
no. That
there
game's
in
over.
Oklahoma?
That game's over.
It's over? Okay. I mean, I figured with a minute 20, 20 points need to get on the board. It's probably not happening. But so, Jared, I got a question. Are you tanking for our game, or are you actually going to try?
Hell no, I'm not taking for our game. Get the fuck out of here.
Good, good. I want a challenge.
There's
I want the
certain
real Jared.
people that you have to beat every single season. And you, Nick, and Toss are the ones on the schedule.
I appreciate it. Looking forward to our game, man. We always have good ones. Like I think it's to me
and it,
like I think I have the most fun when I play against you because it's just some shit is gonna go down. We don't know what's gonna go down. We don't know how, but some shit is gonna go down for sure.
well, and I've got labeled for tanking and shit too.
Oh, I did
But
too. Yeah,
the
that's a
the rookie
compliment.
quarterback, well, the rookie quarterback, he has like 77 short and 77 deep, but he's got like 90. So everything that I've thrown has been like in the medium range, and it's caused me to get a lot of. Uh, Rashad Penny's still like top 4 in rushing, so it's not like I'm giving up on running the ball. Hell no, I'm not tanking against you.
And we're going to go full screen. And Cleveland has just scored to tie up the game, giving the ball back to the 49ers with 23 seconds to go, Jared. What a game. I did switch it a little bit fast there, guys. Sorry about that. I hope everybody kind of caught up. I didn't expect the game to have been decided right there in that play, but such is life. So but we get to see here defense come out for the Browns trying to hold this tie to get them to overtime or even force another They're going to Pollard again. They're not scared. That's something Nick will
Uh,
not do. Nick does not back down from a challenge.
Dude, I love this game so far. Um, I haven't paid enough attention to it. I wish I would have like stayed connected to it, but I was watching a little bit of the Sean Van Flank game and the Bengals game, which kind of went down the exact same way I thought it was going to. I thought the Bengals were going to dominate the ground game.
And they did. They took off and had a lot of. I mean, that's the thing though. Against a good running attack like his, all you can do is hope to contain it. You really can't stop it completely. Oh, there's a good swat there. Nice play by number 42. Slowing. Who was that? Number 17. I have no idea who that is. But
You're a little bit ahead of me. While I'm pulling it up right now.
yeah, pull up on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're pulling it up on Twitch right now.
Cool.
I got
Cool. All right, we got 3rd and 8
I got
for the Niners.
The
You're going to try and use up a lot of this clock. You don't want to give the ball back to, oh, there's a nice throw over the middle. Goodwin up in the, trying to get into the middle of that defense. Gets it down to the 40-yard line. 6 seconds to go. What are you going to try to do here? You're going to try to go for a quick out to try and get the field goal range, or are you just going for the bomb?
No, I'll go for the quick out. You're not going to get it over the top on this defense. This is too fast. You got to go for the quick out.
Tosh's usering skills are better than most. I like to throw at most users, just because they'll use. Ooh, there's a nice pick. Quandre Diggs. Man, if he runs this back for a touchdown, oh, man, that was close. That was really close. Quandre Diggs. Man, he just had a couple guys to beat. If he could have, but that's the thing. The receivers are so fast. He probably wasn't going to outrun those receivers there. They're just too quick. Well, what a game, though, man. We're getting overtime.
Playing Tosh, you just kind of got to realize, like, you're not going to win to the top every time. You're going to have to take your dumps. You're going to have to use, like, curl routes. And Nick's smart enough to know, like, he knows right now that he's going up against an X Factor and another corner that's super fast and good at man. So crossing routes, anything that comes back to the quarterback, he's going to have a chance to make this happen. The problem is the Browns get the ball first.
That is true. And this Browns offense, if they score a touchdown, the game is over. And the touchdown will add to their touchdown total, as a certain announcer once said.
I think that he should run the ball a little more than what he has the entire game. I think he likes that rookie. I think he should get that rookie involved out here.
Gosh, that was a bold throw there. I mean, that was a really impressive play there by that secondary too. They were in man coverage, had posts. I mean, that could have been deadly. And you got man coverage outside if you have time to throw like Baker did. And he goes out to right. And he's going. What happened to Hunt? Is Hunt out for the season? What's the deal with him?
No, he just really likes that rookie running back. And like that's what I'm saying. If he likes that rookie running back that much, let him run. Get him out there.
Yeah.
Tosh has so many plays that he's got available to him to where he can get his running backs out to the outside or right up the gut in a good position. We got a field announcer who thinks that his play calling is not up to par. So we're going to break it down to our on-field reporter here and ask him some questions. Why do you think that was a bad play call? Because Madden's fucking bullshit. You heard it here first, boys.
He's pretty salty. Sounds like a very frustrated man. I don't know who that is. He's just a good sideline reporter.
Not a happy boy.
Sounds like it. Definitely not saucy, just very happy. Or not, very unhappy, excuse me. Oh, there's a big tackle there by number 21, Cofield. Picked up in last year's draft, not last year's, but I guess the year before last. The twin brother of the Cofield.
Even though he didn't get any yards on that, I still like the play call. I still really like that play call. Nick is trying to play prevent. He just got unlucky with the way that his line was.
Oh man, I don't know. I might smart route Njoku here. Oh, there it is. Ah, he's wide open. Oh, big defensive play there. That's huge. And you give the ball back to the Niners, who all they have to do is go down the field.
You
Yeah, he's
definitely.
just gonna go for it.
Oh, he's gonna.
That's smart,
Oh, I punt. I
dude. Yeah, I
100%
wouldn't
punt.
even kick it. I'm not kicking a field goal here. I don't kick a field goal, and I don't. I would consider going for it on fourth before I would kick a field goal here, because at least if you punt, yeah, the wind's going 15. Yeah, good. He called a
No,
timeout.
he's just yeah. Nick is looking at it. No, I don't think he ever had the intention of actually kicking that field goal.
I would go for it probably. I'm
I
either
think
going for it or I'm punting.
I'd punt it.
Well, why? Because
I'd
you're
punt
not
it.
going to get the ball back. The best you can hope for at this point is basically just a tie. I think you either go for the win or you accept the fact that you might take
The
an
next
L.
factor mode, he throws the ball. But you can get them inside the 5 yard line here because you're past the 50. You can
That's
kick
a
it
good
out of
point.
bounds.
That's a good point.
You can get them inside the 5 yard line here.
But again, on defense, unless
Do
you
I hate? Do I hate going for it? Absolutely not. I love the attack now mentality,
yeah,
but it's just like that. Like
playing to
now you
win.
give it to him at the 50, and all Nick needs is a field goal here.
That's
So
true. I mean, it's a
in
tough
every
thing. How much do you
situation,
trust your defense? His defense was playing well. I don't trust my defense ever in this game, so I probably would have gone for it like I did against Hawkeye. But man, it's a bold play call. You got to play to win, not to lose. Play to win, not playing not to lose. Don't play
that's
not to lose.
true.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. That's 100%. I don't blame Tosh for going for it. Is it the play call that I would have made? No, I probably would have punted it and tried to see if I can get him down at the 1 or 2 yard line. But you can't hate the play call.
Absolutely not. Decker looking to pass here on 2nd and 16 has a man deep. He's going to the man Goodwin, who almost hauls it in. He got the good animation, but Greedy Williams was sitting right there to swat it away. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot right off here. 3rd and 16. You got to get something to go. I mean, Tosh may have a chance of getting this ball back here if they can shut him down here on 3rd and 16.
So that's the benefit of having Tosh's defense. He has really fast corners. You're not worried about getting burned at any time. Being able to play back or being able to press up is a huge benefit, especially in this situation since you're going to send Taki on a blitz. Oh, we got a timeout.
Yeah, he didn't like the look. He had Kuechly in there in the slot against Goodwin, so it was a good play call there. You need to just go ahead and call a timeout. Live to fight another day.
He needs to call 3-man deep. Well, Nick is smart enough to know
Ooh,
when there's
big
an
catch.
offense being called against him. Oh, I'm lagging out a little bit.
I did too. That's a big catch though. Eric Ebron with a huge catch to get them across the 50.
Denzel Ward just did not make the play there.
It's tough. It's tough luck.
Oh, that's tough on you.
I mean, he was in good position. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do, I guess. Tony Pollard,
This is where you
17.
just have to send the house because any yardage that they get here is a good chance that they get the field goal. You kind of got to just play off.
All right. We got that's pretty funny. Boone was in chat. He was pretty upset that Grizzly won the game. He's like shaking my head. What are you doing, man? And then he said, I mean, I don't tank with my pick. Grizz said, why would I do it without? It's a good question. Very good question.
Yeah, absolutely. And Denzel Ward makes a play there. That's the one that you wish you would have had like 2 plays ago. It really doesn't make sense why Denzel Ward didn't make the play on the last one.
It is kind of surprising.
But
You want to see something.
he does
You want
make
to.
that play, and he's still out of field goal range. So this game is not over. Like he's still out of field goal range.
Hey, Tyreek and me and Josh.
Our sideline reporter would like to tell you something.
Guess who added me on Instagram, buddy?
Who added you?
Josh. Me and Josh are best friends on Instagram now.
Oh, nice, nice. Well,
He said,
congratulations. I'm glad you have your, 13th follower or 14th? What's the. Sorry, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's none of your fucking business, okay?
Our sideline reporter / Miami Dolphins coach is salty.
He is. I probably shouldn't have joked with him at that time. He's probably still pissed from the ooh, big pick by Denzel Ward. There he is making a play.
Yes. So,
Man, I don't know what he was thinking there.
That makes up for the play that he missed against Eric Ebron.
I don't like that. I don't like that throw. I just don't like that throw.
I don't either. But that play right there definitely makes up for the fact that he absolutely missed Eric Ebron.
That's true. I mean, I think they're going to be playing for a tie here. It's been a great game, but Tosh has the wind in his face. Bro, Tosh has the wind in his face. No, Tosh has the wind in his face. He can't kick it from 20. He's got to get big yards here in order to get into field goal range. He wasn't in field goal range because the wind is blowing like 12 miles an hour in his face. It's not going to happen.
No way Tosh is playing for the tie. No way.
No, of course he's not playing for the tie, but I'm saying essentially with that play, it gives them the tie. Like he's obviously going to, wow, there's a big play. I have ran that exact play on Tosh before, and it worked to perfection. But that was Hollywood Brown. Yeah. Shout out to you, Brackett. That's my boy, Hollywood. Treat him right. Don't trade him away, or else I'm going to find you. Baker Mayfield looking to pass. This was the exact yard marker that they were on when they had to punt, or they had to choose to punt or go for it. It was the 42-yard line. It's going out of bounds. Almost. Ooh, man, that was almost caught. Almost caught, intercepted something. That was a tough one. But the defender makes the play.
You got to realize that Tosh completely understands the fact that he's on the same yard marker. He understands that. He knows he just needs to get about 6 yards, and he can spike the ball.
But he has no timeouts. Oh, there's an interception. What a play. And Harrison Smith with the great diving INT. This game has gone back and forth so many times. I think my mind is blown right now. However, Denzel Ward.
Big free agency pickup.
He's been huge for them.
Free agency pickup.
I mean, if Harrison Smith
comes up with a huge fake news.
Dude, if Harrison Smith isn't in the MOP conversation, I'm going to be floored. I mean, he's had an insane season. He gets a forced fumble, if not multiple ones every game. And he's got Pollard with the juke move. And he's across the 37. He's got the wind going at his back. He'll probably just let this clock. How many timeouts does he have? He's got one left.
He's only got one left. So
he just used it.
It's the only. Yeah, it's do or die right here. You let it run down, and then
he does have the wind. He's got the wind at his back. He's got the wind at his back. So we're not going to see the wind because it's obviously on Nick's screen, and he misses it. Oh, that's huge. And now the Browns get the ball back with 8 seconds to go. This could end with Cleveland throwing a touchdown pass. That's insane. This game is...
You have enough time to run a deep out route and still have about 1 second left if you can get out of bounds. If you can get the perfect play to get out of bounds, which there's one in the Hail Mary package that I really like, to get out of bounds. That's the way that you should go here. And our sideline reporter says he's just going to kick a field goal from here.
Baker Mayfield got a delay of game. He wants to make it a little more difficult for himself. He wasn't quite happy with that 44-yard line. He wants to go back to the 39.
I'm not mad about it. He's able to make a better decision on what he wants to do. He was going through. You could see him flip through his plays. He didn't know what the hell he was gonna do. So Now he's going to take a knee and he's going to play for the tie. That's upsetting.
That is upsetting. That's kind of one of those, like, I think you got to think it's a respect thing. You know, you've played a great game. You got too much respect for your opponent. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you take a final shot, but I'm not in that position, and I didn't play Nick that close, so I don't know what I would have done if I was there.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to beat Nick's ass.
Dude, good
Don't
luck.
even watch it.
His team is nice. Stay away from Harrison Smith. Riley Kane in pass coverage kind of sucks too. I hate that guy. And his corners play way better than their overalls would say. But anyway, Jared, it has been a pleasure.
I'm ready to go.
I am too, bro.
That's always a pleasure, brother.
I think it's time to do our game, man. It's about time. I'm feeling it.
All right, fellas. Tune into the next game.
Yeah, boys, we got me and Jared's coming up. We won't be commentating, so your ears won't be bleeding. You can probably dab it up with a Band-Aid or something. But we will take care of you guys later. Peace out. Thanks for tuning into the chat. And I'm going to shout at everybody that I think was here. Boop, boop, doop. We had Tosh. We have
Hi, Tosh.
Flame Slinger, which is Jace. Who do we have? I still don't know who Josh Futrell is. If Josh Futrell's listening, hit me up. Be like, I'm Josh, because we got a Josh. So that was pretty fun. That was a cool game. Great game, Nick, Tosh, Van, Sean. Who else am I thinking of? What other games do we see? Grizz, other Sean,
J-Mo, my new best friend. Remember
J-Mo,
him?
his new best friend. And
Yeah, remember J-Mo, we're besties.
Trying to think what the other game was. Oh, yeah, Box and the Riot. Then Hawkeye and the Seahawks and Jace. So congrats, guys. Great game. Good week. Let's hit it. Let's finish up this season strong. It's the fastest season in XCFL history. And you guys are what makes it run.
Peace out, boys.
From all of us at XCFL Network, this is Regan and Jared signing off. Take it easy, gents.
Love you.
Well, we don't love you. We like you, though. We like you in a
very
very heterosexual way. Very, very, very just good brotherly love. See you guys.